Hello, my name is Alex Park, and today I will be talking about abortion access in the United States. My research question is: how does the political divide on abortion access and therefore inconsistent availability to reproductive health care affect community health, economic stability, and overall quality of life in the U.S.? I chose this question because women having access to reproductive health care is very important to me, and I want to learn more about how to explain to people why abortion access may have an overall positive impact on society. I would like to learn more about why people are so divided on abortion access and how to address that divide effectively while understanding both sides. I would like to study the statistics on teen pregnancy as well as overall abortion procedures and laws such as Roe v. Wade and the possible benefits and drawbacks. Through learning about these facts, as well as others' perspectives, I can develop my own voice and share a message I feel confident in. First, let's discuss the history behind abortion. The Supreme Court report of Roe v. Wade is a primary source that at one point established the constitutional right to abortion in the United States. It outlines the legal reasoning behind abortion access and how it was tied to personal freedom since this court case in 1973. This document gives historical context to current debates about reproductive rights and shows how the decision shaped modern healthcare laws. Using it helps me trace how the recent overturn of Roe v. Wade in 2022 affects women today and what rights were compromised when the law was rolled out. So, where are we at now? Well, since then, 14 states have outlawed abortion and 11 have established previously illegal limits on when a person can have one. This increasing polarization in anti abortion legislation is largely a result of the political divide. This issue of inconsistent abortion access persists in the United States because it is not only a healthcare policy problem, but rather a conflict of values embedded into political power structures, historical movements, and overall religious identity. Well, why is inconsistent abortion access really a problem? This is where we can dig into the effect on community health, economic stability, and overall quality of life in the US. Starting with economic stability. Secretary of the Treasury Janet Yellen stated how eliminating the right of women to make decisions about when and whether to have children would have very damaging effects on the economy and would set women back decades. Key findings from a study done in that same article show that states with abortion restrictions or total bans have, on average, lower minimum wages, unionization levels half as high as those in abortion protected states, only 3 in 10 unemployed people receiving unemployment insurance, lower rates of Medicaid expansion, and an incarceration rate 1.5 times that of the abortion protected states. The Hyde Amendment limits abortion coverage for people on Medicaid, and this can create barriers for low income women seeking abortions. Even in states where abortion is legal, millions of people still cannot afford the procedure because Medicaid no longer covers it. In a report by KFF, this highlights the restriction and how it connects to larger inequalities, especially for women of color who rely on Medicaid more. This demonstrates how policy choices directly impact access to abortion and create financial hardships for people most affected. This also ties into how abortion affects overall social well being. An article by NPR highlights how states with the most restrictive abortion laws often fail to provide proper care for mothers and children. It connects abortion bans to weak health care, higher poverty rates, and limited access to programs like paid leave. The Turnaway Study is a long term research study that compares women who received abortions with those who were denied them. This book shows how being denied an abortion can lead to worse physical, emotional, and financial outcomes over time. This study gives strong evidence based data that connects abortion access to quality of life. This is a quote from the study hosted by Green. In addition, women denied abortion are more likely to experience serious complications from the end of pregnancy, including eclampsia and death, more likely to stay tethered to abusive partners, more likely to suffer anxiety and loss of self esteem in the short term after being denied an abortion, less likely to have aspirational life plans for the coming year, more likely to experience poor physical health for years after the pregnancy, including chronic pain and gestational hypertension. The study also finds that being denied an abortion has serious implications for the children born of the unwanted pregnancy. Overall, allowing women to have access to abortion would improve social well being and help close a gender gap. This brings us to the effect on community health. Although this map was from a long time ago, it demonstrates an important trend where when abortion restrictions increase, maternal mortality increases as well. Pregnancy involves inherent health risks, as it taxes virtually all of the body systems, including heart, lungs, kidneys, immune system, and metabolism. Other factors can add additional risks, such as being younger than 18 or older than 35. This relates to unexpected pregnancies which may occur outside this age bracket, particularly teen pregnancies, where 1 in 3 people discover pregnancy past 6 weeks gestation. This especially pertains to teenagers ages 15 to 19. This is a problem because many states have a post 6 week abortion ban, so they will have to follow through with their pregnancy, putting them at immense risk.
So what should we take away? Ultimately, this problem endures because the U.S. system politicized medical decisions, and did not match that with proper education, contraceptive access, or economic support. Different viewpoints as to when life begins, the role of government in personal freedom, and the ideas of women in society all had an impact on abortion access. Once feelings on abortion became tied to political parties, legislation prioritized symbolic victories over healthcare access, putting abortion rights back into the hands of the states, resulting in the decrease of abortion access overall. Understanding how a lack of access to abortion leads to economic disparities, maternal mortality, and reversed social progress highlights how recent legislation lessening women's rights to abortion can have greater consequences than most people realize. With this evidence, I can conclude, if we want a future where people are healthy, supported, and empowered, protecting access to abortion has to be part of that vision.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.